Hi, welcome to Have Yarn Creations. My first tutorial, I am doing my textured virus blanket. Welcome back to Have Yarn Creations. I'm Erin and I am going to show you my tutorial on my textured virus blanket. Now this is like your traditional virus. Here is the center, and I can show, I've got big pictures I'm showing throughout, and I did color changes on it. But I'm giving you some texture, and so if you want to follow along, feel free. I will be telling you when you can pause the video. You will need not only I'm using an H clover hook, and I've got a pair of scissors for when I get to a point I need to do that, and I have a stitch marker that I sometimes use to keep track of where I'm at. The yarn that I'm using today is Ice Cream Big Scoop by Lion Brand, and it is cake batter. It is a light 3 using using an H or a 5mm hook, which is what I'm using, the recommended size hook. And it is a size 5 or 3.75mm knitting needles. It is 100% acrylic. This particular one is 10 ounces or 1,117 yards. I like this particular yarn. I've not ever used it before. I like the lightweight 3s. It gives it a very special, soft feel, lightweight feel. In this particular one, I like because I think it's got, the color changes are not abrupt. They are pretty much, but they're not real big, but they're not real tiny either. So you do definitely get a few stitches before it changes. Now what I do is I do a slip stitch, and to do my slip stitch, I wrap the yarn twice, I pull it over once, and then pull it over again, okay, to give me my slip knot. Now, I sometimes go on and use that for my magic circle. I will take my needle, or my hook, rather, I say needle all the time. Take my hook and put it through and bring it around. And that's how I start with doing a magic circle, because now I can pull it tight with this string right here. That piece of yarn right there, I can bring it in. Now, however, today we are not doing the magic circle. So I've got my slip knot in. I'm going to put it on my hook. I'm going to pull it fairly tight, not super tight, fairly tight, because I still want it to move on my hook. And I'm going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I am going to bring this around, enter into the first chain, pull through, and that gives me my loop. Now I'm going to lay my tail right over that so that when I'm working my chains here, I'm going to pull it tight and then lay it down so that when I'm working my chains, I work that into it. So now we're going to chain 3, 2, and 3. We're going to yarn over and go in through around the loop, into the loop, pull 2 more. And that's the first double crochet that we're doing. Now we're going to do a total, this chain right here, this chain 3 acts as a double crochet now and throughout the entire pattern. So we're going to do total of 20 double crochets into this loop. So that gives us 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 12 and 13. Straighten out my yarn here. And 14 and 15 and 16 and 17 and 18 and 19 and 20. Now I want to count those just to verify that I've got 20. Put this down and we're going to count them real quick. We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, if you want to pause the video right here, you can. I'm going to slip stitch real quick into this top of the chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that 3 and bind this together in that round. And that technically I guess is round 2 because round 1 would be making your foundation. Alright, now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So that counts as a double crochet, right? Okay, so sorry, I'm shooting this on my phone, so I'm getting adjusted to how to do this, where I can't see, but you can. So then we're going to yarn over, and we're going to go back into that stitch. And that's 2 double crochet into that stitch. We're going to do 2 double crochet into each stitch as we go around, okay? So we're going to yarn over and go in. And yarn in. And into the next stitch. Back into that stitch. Into the next stitch. Back into that stitch. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're right on track. There's 9, that's 1 stitch, and there's 2 stitches, and There's 1 stitch, and that's 2 stitches. That should be 12 right there. Two stitches. If you want to pause the video so you can reach, I'm going to continue to work around, and I will meet you back over here, and we'll be right back with you. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the round, and I wanted to show you I have a bit of a color change here, and then it's going to come back to this other aqua kind of blue, lighter blue. And so then I have 2 more stitches to go into. So let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Here we have 37 and 38, 39, and 40. We have our 40 double crochets. We're going into the top of the chain 3, 1, 2, 3, into the top of that chain 3, and slip stitch to give us our circle, our first circle. Okay? Now then, we have, starting on our next round, which is round 4, the second. All right, and starting in round 4, we're going to be doing back post double crochets instead of regular double crochets. That's going to give us our texture. That's going to pull these stitches forward a little bit because we're going back behind and pushing them forward. And then we're also going to be doing a stitch called a picot. And a picot is 3 chains brought together. So let's show you how to do that. So first of all, we're going to go, because this stitch is all back post, we're going to go make this chain 3 a back post. I'm going to take my needle, my hook, and I'm going to go back behind here, in behind this chain 3, and come around and through to the other side and pull through my yarn and slip stitch it up. Okay? So that's going to make this stitch look like all the rest of them. All right? Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And there we have our first back post double crochet. Now I'm going to do another chain. So this is going to count as a back post plus a chain, a back post double crochet and a chain 1 space. Then we're going to yarn over. We're going to go behind that other post of the next double crochet, grab our yarn, pull it through, do 1 and 2, and we have another back post double crochet. Okay, so now we're going to do a picot. So we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. You see this chain 3s? 1, 2, 3. We're going to go back. Sorry about that. I'm filming on my phone and I got a phone call. So, all right. So we did our chain 3s, and we're going to go into the first chain, grab our yarn, pull it through, and essentially doing a slip stitch through both of those. Okay, and that gives us our little picot right here. You can see. Okay, now we're going to yarn over, and we're doing another back post. We go around that post of the former last row's double crochet, pull through the yarn, pull through and through. Now we chain 1 and we're doing yarn over, back through, pull through 2, pull through 2. So now you're seeing a pattern. We have without the picot, with the picot, and without. Now we're doing another one. 1, 2, and 3. Now we go back into that first chain, yarn over, pull through the other loop, and that gives us our next picot. Yarn over and around, and pull through 2, pull through 2. Just like any other double crochet, but we're doing it around the post. So then we chain 1, we're going to go around the post again and give us another back post double crochet. Can you see how that is starting to push those forward a little bit? And as you do these layers upon round, the next set of rounds, it's going to look like it's coming up from behind. It's going to give it that layered cake. I've had several people say it looks like a layered cake, and they're right in a way, because we're doing those back posts. Okay, so I'm going to do my next picot. I do 1, 2, 3, and somebody who knows French, please tell me how to pronounce that correctly. So then we go in and through and create our little bump. Yarn over and around that post, back out, pull through and through. Okay, so if you want to pause the video here, I'm going to give you your instructions. From here on, we're doing a chain 1, back post double crochet, chain 3 to make a bump or picot, then back post double crochet, chain 1. So we're alternating chain 1 between my back post double crochets. You do chain 1, the next one you do the chain 3 picot, then you do a chain 1, then you do a back post, then you do the picot between your back post double crochets. So I'm going to, why don't you pause the video and I will meet you back here, way over here, and meet up with you in just a minute. Hi, so I'm back around here and I have a few more stitches to go. I wanted to show you how it goes through its phases. We've gone through some pinks and a touch of purple here and there, and it's back on the pink again. So I just finished a picot and I'm going to do yarn over and back post and through, chain 1, yarn over and around, through and through, 1, 2, 3, into the stitch, and pull through, yarn over, through and through. Now we have to do this one here, so we're going to do chain 1, yarn over and around, pull through and through. Now we have a chain. This one's got a chain 1 space and this one's got a chain 1 space, so we need to do a picot 1, 2, 3, just so we have an even amount. So we're going to go into the chain, the third chain of that chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch in, and that ends this round. And now you can see it is starting to, it might buckle a little bit. It will straighten out, but not too much, because you know it's a textured blanket, so it's going to still pop up and around. Okay, So now we got to do round 5. Now this is where we start getting a little bit, it's kind of like the virus blanket, and you will have noticed on this past round that we just did how I deviated by going into the posts instead of into the stitch, and that gave it that texture, and then doing the picots. Now we want to save these picots, we want them to be seen, so we're going to go back behind the picots again. We're going to go behind and slip stitch behind that post, okay? And we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we're going to skip this next post right here. We're going to skip it, and we're going to go into the next stitch, into the next post, okay? And we're going to do a single crochet around the post. Now I know this deviates also from the virus because the virus blanket you're working in the spaces, but in this one we're wanting those posts to pop, so I'm bringing this behind the post, okay? So it's a back post single crochet. All right, so now we're going to chain 4. I know in the virus blanket you chain 3. I need to chain 4 because we're going behind those posts, so we have to make up for that space. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to skip a post, and we're going to go into the next, around the next post. We're going to pull through and do a single crochet, okay? And we're going to chain 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have chain 6, chain 4, and this chain 4, and again we're going to skip a post. We're going to go around this post. We're going to pull the yarn through, and then we're going to do a single crochet, and that's a back post single crochet. We're going to do one more chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going again around the post, pull it through, and single crochet. Now we're going to start another corner. This chain 6 is half of a corner. So now we're going to do a whole corner. We're going to do 2 sets of chain 6, okay? So we're going to do chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go around, skip a post, go to the next post, go around that post, pull it through, and single crochet. Okay, 6 again. So this is the first half. This 6 is first half of the corner. We're going to do another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to skip this post, go to the next post, going to go around that post, pull it through, and single crochet. And we have made the loops that start our corners right here. Okay? Now, let's chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there are 3 chain 4s between each corner. We're going to skip a post, go around the next post, pull it through. We're going to do our single crochet, chain 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our second chain 4. We're going to skip a post, go around the next post, pull it through, and single crochet. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, lost my foot, and 4. Skip a post, go around the next post. Now, there we are. Now, we're at another corner. So we have our first chain 6, which is part of a corner. We have our next 2 chain 6s, which is a corner. Now we're going to do another corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to skip a post and go into the next, around, and single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip a post, go around to the next post and go around. Pull it through to single crochet. And we've made 2 corners and a half. All right. Let's finish this one around here. Okay. Chain 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip a post, go around the post. First of the chain 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry about my lighting. Skip a post, go around that post, pull through. Sorry about my lighting. It's going to give me grief. Let's see if we can just do it without it. So there we go. And so that's 2 chain 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip a post, go around this next post. Okay, that's the 3 chain 4s, and I did my single crochet. That's the 3 chain 4s for that side. Okay, last corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip a post, go around the next post. And pull the single crochet through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you haven't noticed, it's gone to kind of a pale pink. All right, we're going to skip a post and we're going to go around the next one. Making sure the picot stands out in front there. There's our single crochet. Now we need the last side and the last of the corner, that first corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip a post, go around the next one. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip a post, go around the next one. Single crochet. Last set of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go skip a post, go around the next post, pull it through. That's your chain 4. Now we just need to chain 6 and we will finish this round. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what I do is, see here this, okay, so what I do is, see this right here? I'm going to go in that slip stitch that went around the post and slip stitch to join. Okay, and that is the end of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the end of round 5, and now we're getting into the virus portion. And I know it's kind of difficult to see, but you have your chain 6s here that are your corners, chain 4s that are your sides, a chain 6, another chain 6 for another corner. Okay, you start to see the pattern. Pull that out. Now, it's going to settle in a little bit more after we get these corners established, because so far we've just been working in the round. Now we're going to be still working in the round, but we're going to be squaring off these corners a little bit. All right, So the first thing we do on the round 6 is we're going to chain 3, which counts it as double crochet, right? So I kind of do it this way. I'm going to slip into that one. And I do 1, 2, oh, I'm sorry, that's 1, 2, and 3 because I slip stitched. Okay, so now we're going to do 9 double crochets to make a total of 10 into this chain 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I pulled that all the way through, didn't I? 6, 7, 8. Maybe a little bit more yarn. 9, and 10. Okay. Now we have done our chain, our 10 double crochets, right? So into this chain 4 space, we're going to single crochet into that first chain 4 space. This is just like the virus blanket. Then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll go to the next chain 4 space and do another single crochet. We're going to repeat that. We're going to do chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go into that chain 4 space and do a single crochet. Now we're going to start our double crochets into the next chain 6 space right here. Okay, so we're going to do 10 double crochets directly from here. Do 10 double crochets into that chain 6 space. So here we have, okay, and around we go. That's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Need some more yarn. 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 double crochets into the chain 6 space. But we have another chain 6 space right here. So we have to do 10 more into that chain 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And we've made our first corner. Complete corner. So we did a half one over here. So we did our first complete corner. Now, so the chain 4, we do our single crochet and anchor that down. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Now we're going to go into the next chain 4 space and single crochet and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There we go. Now into the next chain 4 space and single crochet. Now we got another set, 2 chain 6s. So we got to do our corner. And I know this is all curling up on you. Don't worry about it. It will straighten out. So we're going to go around and do double crochets. 10 into the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, little more yarn, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we've done another corner. Take that out kind of so you can see it. So we have the starting of one corner, we have this corner, we have this corner completed, and now we're going to work with the chain 4s. So we're going to single crochet into this chain 4, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to go into the next chain 4, and 1, 2, 3, go into this chain 4, and we've come to another corner. So I want you to do 10 double crochets into each of these, single crochet into the chain 4, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, and I'll meet you back over here. Okay, we've nearly finished the round. We did our 10 double crochets into each of these chain 6 spaces. We did single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. Last we have to do is the 10 double crochets into this chain 6 space. So we're going to go around, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, need a little more yarn. 9 and 10. Now we're going to go into the top of that chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Top in the chain 3 and slip stitch and joint, and we have finished round 6. Now I'm going to back up just a little bit so you can see all of that chain, all the corners, each of the corners and the sides. And yes, they will straighten out a little bit more as we go along. Don't you think this would make a beautiful baby blanket for somebody? Okay. So this round, we're going to be syncing up these chain 3 spaces, and we're going to be adding another row of double crochets right here. So first thing we do is we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do 1 double crochet into each of the stitches. There we go, and that's 2, and that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, one more yarn, 9, 10. Now this is what I wanted to show you right here. You see, okay, we're doing into the spaces, right, into the stitches. So this is really over this stitch. So this is my chain, this is my 10th double crochet for this round. And that's the 10th double crochet for the last round. And you can see, here's my single crochet and the chain 4 space. And here's the chain 3 space. So we've done our 10. We need to keep our count. So we've done our 10, and we're going to single crochet into that first chain 3 space. And that tucks that in just a little bit more. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to single crochet into the next chain 3 space. Okay? And then we're going to go right into our double crochets, and we're going to have a total of 20 double crochets as you go around. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me bring this down just a little bit more. There we go. 10. You see that's the 10th one here. We went into that stitch. So now this is the first one for these 10, so this is going to make 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, did I lose count? Let's count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I did. And 20. I thought that was the case because I knew I had 20. All right, so always recount, double check yourself. As they say in carpentry, measure twice, cut once. This way we count twice so we know where we're at. Okay, single crochet into that chain 3, chain 3, and single crochet into this chain 3. Now, we have finished this corner. We did this side and we started this other corner here. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you be. You can pause the video here, and I will meet you back up all the way over here. Remember to do a double crochet into each one of these. You're going to single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, then double crochet around. Okay? Making sure that you get your single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. And I will meet you back over here. Okay, so I'm back. I wanted to get a little bit early so we could see together. And so I've just finished this other corner. I did my single crochet. I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, and then double crochet into each of these. So we have 10 of those left. 1, 2, oh, missed part of the stitch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I need to do 1 in that space there. Okay. Double check those 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I did an extra. I thought that was right. Never mind, silly me. Okay, that looks better. Now, you got 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, and we have finished row 7. I'm going to back it up just a little bit so you can see. Isn't that just lovely? All right, so the next row again is our back post double crochet row with the chains and the picots in between. Okay, so what I did on my Christmassy looking red, green, and white one is I changed colors after the back post with the double crochet round with the picots. I changed color. Since I'm doing this one and it changes color on its own, I am not, and I'm just keeping going. But if you want to give it that layered cake look even more so by changing colors, I would change after you do the picot rows. Okay, so now we're going to do the back post double crochet rows. So remember, we're going to go behind and around that post and pull up, slip stitch it that way. So we're pulling this forward, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3 for our double crochet, and chain 1 for our chain 1 space. We're going to yarn over and around. We're going to go back behind that post and around to do our back post double crochet. Okay, now we're going to chain 3, 2, 3, and go in to that stitch, that first chain, pull through and through to make the picot, and then yarn over and around the post and pull through, and there you go. You got your double crochet, back post double crochet. So we're going to do that around this, and when we get here, we're going to skip it. We're just going to jump, okay? So this is only back post double crochets with the chain 1 space and the picots in between. So here we're going to do another back post double crochet. Now we do a picot. 2, 3, in there and through. Back post double crochet. Chain 1, back post double crochet. Right? Need some more yarn. And we do a picot. 1, 2, and 3. And pull through. And up. And through. And back post double crochet. And chain 1. And back post double crochet. And there we go. And picot. 1, 2, 3. And pull through. And there we go. Back post double crochet. 1 more. Chain 1. Back post double crochet. All right, now so we can see this gap that we have that has this chain 3 space. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump that gap. And what we would do is we would do a picot here, right? And then do the back post double crochet over here. But what I've done is, because there's not a lot of space in that jump point, is I don't do the picot. I pretend like there is nothing in between. I don't do a chain 1, I just yarn over and go directly over to the next post of the double crochet and do a back post double crochet. Okay, now I'm going to do my picot because I count it along this line. We have picot, chain, picot, chain. I don't count this one, so this one has to be a picot. So we do 1, 2, 3, in, round, and picot, and do the back post double crochet. So can you see how I did that? I did not do a chain or a picot in this space. When you're jumping, I think of it about jumping the valley. When you're jumping, you don't do anything. Okay? And that helps keep this, it brings it together. And see how this is popping up right here? Giving it that layered effect. All right. So now what we need to do is chain 1 and do the back post. So I'm going to meet you back over here and we'll go over that again. We're going to do alternating chain spaces and picot spaces between our back post double crochets, and I will meet you back over here in just a minute. Okay, as you can see, we are back around here. I've got 2 more to go, and this is a picot. So this is, I did my chain 1, and I'll do my back post double crochet, picot, 1, 2, 3. And into that space. Now, this is the difference between the virus and the textured virus. In the textured virus, if you noticed on the last one, we had a chain space before we did the jump and then the picot. In this one, okay, we have a picot and then we would have a chain space and a picot. Now, but we're not doing the chain space. If we did, the reason why I left that no chain spaces or picots in the valleys that you had over here. The reason why is because when you get back around here, and you would have two picots butting up against each other, and it would look bunched. So by not doing anything, I maintain that spacing, and it doesn't look all jumbled. So I did my picot over to the jump, my chain one, I'm sorry, I did my back post double crochet, silly me, back post double crochet and chain one. Now I'm doing another back post double crochet, and I will do my picot. 1, 2, 3, and go in and around and through. Okay, so something that, just so you know, don't worry about it bunching up, because as you can see, it's starting to lay flatter, except for where these are curling up like they're supposed to. I just wanted to say that as you're coming around, don't worry about the fact that some of these you're going to have a space and then a picot, and some of these you're going to have a picot and then a space, because you've got 4 of these corners. They will straighten themselves out so that you have an even number of picots and chains. And so you're ending up here because you're jumping. So this, you had double crochets here, and you had a total of 80 double crochets on the last round, and a chain 3 space, 2 singles on each side and a chain 3 space on each side. Okay, and then this round we're just going to have the 80 back post double crochets. We will have 40 picots and 40 chain 1 spaces. So okay, so you'll have 40 of the little bumps and 40 of the chain 1 spaces as you go around. So all right, now we've got another 20 to do here, and then remember we jump this, and when you do not do a chain or a picot in that space when you reach it, which in this case I think it should be a chain 1 and then nothing and then a picot. Okay, so I will meet you back over here, remembering to alternate and doing your back post. Okay? Okay, so here I am. I'm coming up on another valley, and I've just done a picot, and I'm going to do my chain 1 and into, did my back post double. Okay, now I'm doing a picot, 1, 2, 3, pull through and through. I want to make sure that I have my 20, so I start counting here, way over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Make sure I've got space, picot, 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 space, and I'm feeling a little bit spacey. Okay, so that was my 20 actually, silly me. Oh, I don't need a picot there, I just pulled it out. Okay, so now we're going to jump. Sure, that's 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, yep. Okay, so then we're going, so we have our space. We should have a picot on the next one. So we're yarn over, jump, back post double, and then we have the picot. 1, 2, 3. Picot. Okay? And we we do back post double to complete that pecan space. There we go. Now we all set. So here we go. I'm going to do this grouping, and I'll meet you back over here again. Okay, so we're back around to this last side, and I have just in my chain 1, back post, double crochet. That makes 19. I need to do my pecan. And do another back post to make 20. And we're going to jump the valley again. And my yarn over, back post, double crochet, and again, no chains and no picots in that center. And because I had a picot on the one before, I'm going to have a chain 1 space here and do my next. Okay, so we're coming up on the end, and let's just finish this together. So just have my chain 1 space, and I do a picot, 1, 2, 3, pull through, back post, double crochet, chain 1, back post, double crochet, chain 3 for your picot. Oh, lost my 2, 3, pull through and through, back post, double crochet, chain 1, back post, double crochet, do a picot, 1, 2, 3, pull through and through, back post double, chain 1, back post double, picot, 1, 2, 3, back post double, chain 1, back post double. Now, just like last time with this back post double, we need to join these two chain 1 spaces with the back post doubles. We need to join it with picot. 1, 2, 3. We did our picot and pull through. Now we're going to go into that third chain and slip stitch to join. And you have finished round 8. Now, isn't that pretty? Now, in round 9, we're going to be doing those chain 6s around in the corners, chain 4s between, and we have a little bit extra over here, so we're going to do a chain 7, and because we're doing the back post single crochets. So in the next round, we'll be adding an additional, you've got these little flourishes, we're going to be adding an additional 10 double crochet flourishes in the valleys, which is going to give us, extend our blanket. So the next 4 rows, sorry about the chimes, the next 4 rows are going to be our repeat rows through the rest of the blanket. So 9, 10, 11, and 12 are going to be our repeats. Okay? Okay, so that was the first half of the tutorial for the virus blanket. Textured virus blanket, I should say. And I hope you enjoyed it. Please, I had to break it up into 2 pieces because it was very long. And I hope you stick around for the second half. And if you have yarn, be creative.